Yeah, so seems like Teen Titans Go did something right for once. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, I'm Kitty Monk, and I'm here to talk to you about Teen Titans Go, or more specifically, the episode Ghost with the Most. I love Broadway, and one of my favorite musicals is Beetlejuice. Originally, I disagreed with it. I thought it was like just a cash grab, but listening to Hadestown convinced me to give that one a listen, so I liked it. When I first heard Beetlejuice was becoming a musical, I didn't give the time of day. Like I said, I thought it was just a nostalgic cash grab, like the Broadway tradition of picking a random nostalgic movie and putting songs to it. I watched part of the movie as a kid, but beyond say his name 3 times and the whole Juilliard rant, I didn't really know that much about Beetlejuice. But I gave it a listen, and I watched a couple slime tutorials, and it was really good. I'll probably make a review on it sometime soon, but for right now, we're going to discuss Teen Titans Go, and probably the only good thing they've done in recent years. The episode Ghost with the Most. Like most of you, I really dislike the show. I think it's the James Webb Space Telescope of Cartoon Network, I think it's an insult to the original show, and I think it's unfunny and unfocused. Now, in the defense of the show, I think it was originally just supposed to be a parody of the original series, or like a satire, since everybody's kind of extreme and flanderized, but if that was the purpose, they got a lot wrong. Also, this isn't just me fitting into the hype. I've watched a couple episodes of Teen Titans Go, and beyond a brief laugh or two, I didn't really like them. They were kind of bad. But I have seen one episode of the show recently, and that was Ghost with the Most, and let me just say, it's really the best one in recent years. It's really good. I went into this thinking it was going to be another shallow parody, but the references were timely and funny. I was laughing the whole episode.
Busy Ghost. I'm doing a show on Broadway, I'm planning a trip to Hawaii, and I just got engaged to Winona Ryder.
If you didn't know till now, apparently there was supposed to be a Beetlejuice sequel where he goes to Hawaii and Lydia somehow shows up, so you're welcome. And I might be late on this since this episode is clearly Halloween themed, but just roll with me. So, in the episode, the Titans learn that somebody's ruining Halloween, and they're trying to make it disappear for whatever reason. So, they try to figure it out, do an exorcism, but then suddenly they get a flyer for the Ghost with the Most. And can I just say, I kind of like the fact they left in BG's real name as Beetlejuice, like the star that almost in Supernova. Most people kind of forget that his real name actually is Beetlegeist. They just think that it's Beetlejuice because that's what he says. But the movie maybe makes the point that he can't say his name, and Beetlejuice is the only way you're going to be able to pronounce that. I mean, if you saw the word Beetlejuice right now, would you think it's like Beetlejuice or Beetlegeist? But the Titans say his name 3 times, and as you can expect,
it's showtime.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, okay, I'll take you. Just stop using the B word.
Oh my gosh, it's Alex Brightman. It's Alex Brightman. This is not a red flag. They got the guy from the play. Oh my god. After a lot of clever Easter eggs, the Titans and Beetlejuice try to get it solved. And he says that they're probably going to figure it out if they go to the Netherworld. Like I said, it's really funny, and if you're a Beetlejuice fan, I totally recommend. So the Titans go to the Netherworld. Okay, one nitpick I do have is Beetlejuice kills the Titans to bring him to the Netherworld. Yeah, maybe that's true in the original film, but in both the TV show and the musical, that's not true. I know, it's just a nitpick, but it's kind of annoying. And I get that maybe this episode's supposed to be uncanon, but still, kind of annoying. And can I just say also, the Netherworld's pretty well designed, and the music choices are a pretty good homage. It's not just like typical Teen Titans stuff. Eventually, they do make it to the Lost Spirits room after dealing with some guards. Oh, they did the song!
It's showtime.
Oh, he said that thing! Now, another problem I do have is, well, I do like they used the original Deo song. I kind of hate it when I'm like way too long. Like, it was a bit cringy, but that's about it. Again, love the references, like these little ones right here.
Whoa, you don't want anything to do with those deadbeats.
How do we look?
Dang, they're really committed.
Bad.
Ooh, my turn.
No need. Your face is gross enough as it is.
Pretty accurate.
Robin is super ugly.
Thank you. He's now my official favorite character. And they make it to the Lost Spirits room, where they get double-crossed. Thank you. Beetlejuice is now my favorite character. Thank you, writers. Oh, wait, they got out. So, they fight with him and attempt to get him to stop saying the B word. And another reference. And Beetlejuice is eventually taken care of and eaten by a sandworm. Oh, but he's my favorite character. So, the Titans succeeded, and Halloween is saved. But in the Netherworld, Triton runs into Beetlejuice and shrinks his head. Hey, give him props, not even the musical did that. And that was the Teen Titans Go episode, Goes with the Most. And honestly, I hate to say this, but I really liked it. But I don't believe in a perfect episode, so let's get into some of the negatives, which, let's be honest, that's what most of you were probably here for. First off, I don't get how the Netherworld can exist in the Teen Titans verse. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest Titans fan, but I thought it was just Azarath and that's it. Yeah, multiverses exist, but the Netherworld's basically the Underworld. So couldn't they just said BJ comes from Azarath or a corner called the Netherworld? I mean, regardless of whatever version of Beetlejuice you watch, where they intentionally get stuff wrong or they just jokingly get stuff wrong, they always get the Netherworld right. It's always a place where spirits go, and that's it. Again, it's probably a nitpick since the episode's non-canon, but that got on my nerves. Second, the twist that BJ was the one who kidnapped the spirit of Halloween was pretty predictable, to be honest. Yeah, I get that was probably their intention, it's just, I don't know, I figured they could have, foreshadowed it a little bit better. I also didn't really like the fact they had to bring up that Beetlejuice had to kill the Titans in order to bring them into the Netherworld, since, again, in most canons that aren't the movie, you don't have to be dead to go to the Netherworld, you could just go there. It felt like a big, alligator moment, because beyond the Titans getting put in the Lost Spirits room, nothing really comes of it. They could have just had the whole episode be like, hey, let's go to the Netherworld, guys. Okay, and that's it. And while I did like Beetlejuice's design, I didn't really like how it looked too much like the Joker. Don't get me wrong, I think they're probably trying to combine the movie and the play, but he kind of looked like the Joker, let's be honest. I'm surprised Robin didn't crack a joke. And this still doesn't totally redeem Teen Titans Go in my eyes. In fact, it kind of reminds me of The Simpsons, more so. In my opinion, the only good Simpsons episodes to come out now are the parodies, like the Treehouse of Horror episodes or the Lego episode. The Lego episode and Treehouse of Horror usually are my favorite, but the parody episodes that aren't that can usually range from shallow parodies to them thinking they know what they're doing, to them trying to be relevant and failing, to, okay, this is actually pretty funny. This episode was only good in my opinion because it was a homage. I still think Teen Titans Go sucks, because, let's be honest, while I love this episode, I'm 21. Most kids aren't going to know who Beetlejuice is. I only know who he is because of the play, and the play is not written for kids. I mean, yeah, he did have that TV show for kids in the 90s, and it's really good, and it should honestly be on a streaming service or rebooted, but no kid knows what that is nowadays. Goes to the Most felt like this is pretty funny. We know what we're doing, but we only know what we're doing, and it's only funny because it's a homage. Again, it's a great homage, and if they brought this kind of energy to Teen Titans Go, I would like the show, but it didn't feel like an episode of Teen Titans Go. It felt like they just wrote Beetlejuice fanfics. It's a really great episode, and it's maybe an 8.5 out of 10, and I totally recommend it to any Beetlejuice fan, but it doesn't redeem Teen Titans Go in my eyes. Still, it's a step in the right direction. I'm Kitty Monk, and thank you for watching.